How's everyone doing today? How's everybody's Sunday? Miles in today. We'll be fine, Julia. I get it. Not well. I had something earlier, but I'm here now. There's no going anywhere. Hey Angelina, we're hanging in there. How are you doing? Speak of therapy, start to smile nice, Julia. Hopefully that'll be good for you. I know. I'm sorry. It wasn't my call. It wouldn't make any difference. Hey Aradorio, welcome in. How you doing tonight?
I have this blanket. Do you need it?
I mean, I'll take it if you don't need it. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You too. Trying to relax before work stress. actually going to be a great pillow. Decided to wear my snapback today and my forehead got a little burned. Unfortunately. It's okay, we'll just even out the tan line everywhere. Actually. I wonder if I have enough supplies to make like a makeshift wind shelter. Huh. Like 4 towels now? No, I just have 3. No, just 3. I'm using one to kind of lay on, trying to save my pants. And then I got the blanket, and I got this now. Let's see how big this is. Yeah, I know. Eventually you'll kind of move on from screen tap. Sorry I'm not wearing my earbuds. They're charging. I really needed those today. 15 miles. I have to wait a little bit longer to settle down over here. Kids usually don't stop playing baseball until like 9 or later sometimes. I mean, they're here having like a practice and it's almost 7:45. So I'd have like a very narrow window here where I can kind of just like lay down. Julia, this was my childhood too. It's called California living. We do things different out here. I'd finish up fucking baseball practice for Little League and at like 8:39 and I'd still have to ride my bike home. No, Julia, that was regular. Little League happened in the spring. Winter, spring. That was right in the heart of school season. We were doing that shit in the middle of the week. if I didn't have practice for like soccer, like baseball, any sports or anything like that, my butt had to be home before the lights came on the street. What it turned into though, and I caught this, I don't know why it took me till I was 6 years old to figure this out. I should have figured this out earlier. But around the time I was 6 or 7, I realized that what my grandparents were really watching was their little floodlight that they had out in the driveway. And I realized that it turned on about 25 minutes after the actual streetlights turned on. So I had like a buffer. I was a fortunate kid. Once I was able to figure that out, we were able to expand the childhood adventures. Started spending a lot more time by the river after I figured that one out. Yeah, Julia. But yeah, that floodlight saved my life a couple of times. Or at least my rear end. There's honestly not enough baby lotion in the world to soothe those ass whippings. Your parents left the porch light on? Yeah, ours was just on a timer. But if I had like baseball practice, like they knew what my practices were. They knew I had like a soccer thing going on, or like, you have a bicycle, go. I was boxing in my hometown. We had a river on one side. We had a road called Sunrise Boulevard's a pretty prominent street in Sacramento. And that, I couldn't cross that street. I wasn't technically allowed to cross Highway 50 with some rare circumstances. Like if I was going to Target, I think I was allowed to cross the 50. But like oddly enough, the 50 curves over there. It's a weird thing. And then I was never given like the southern boundary really. But I generally took it to like be like a few miles, like don't go past the high school kind of a thing. Yeah, Folsom Boulevard and 50. Yeah, it was like a really weird kind of like weird box in. And it's funny because I talked to people from other parts of the country that like had similar childhoods in the 90s, and they were allowed to go out a lot further than I was. Mind you, I had a river and like a number of parks and schools. I also had a Kmart, multiple grocery stores, a Target, multiple food places, and as a kid I had access to multiple ice cream spots, including a Baskin Robbins. So that was like a money situation within the geographical space that I was given as a kid to ride my bike. And it's really shocking if you look back and think about it a little bit. We didn't have cell phones or pagers back in those days. Like if your kid was not at home, your kid was like straight up not at home. Like how are you figuring that shit out? Keeping an eye on making sure I don't get bumped on the head. So with the last 10 minutes or so, I'm back in Long Beach. I think we're gonna have to stay in Long Beach moving forward due to my physical health. think it's gonna get really tough here. It takes a lot to sway me. Well, I seem to still get support for food, so I'll keep on taking that, because even from where I currently am sitting, it's miles away for me to get a meal, and it's only specific time. Tuesday, Julia, but I'm not going. Guys, I don't really think I'm gonna make it. I'm going back to my daily checklist on my phone. It's gonna be really cut down from even what it was last time, because I am just completely beat up and torn up in every way possible. So it's gonna be like 2 or 3 job apps a day. It's gonna be some kind of video a day, one gaming and one something else. And then I'll have like a weekly something of like, probably make a call or two about an apartment. I'll probably add that to the checklist. That wasn't because I had lost my allowance that the city gave me. But I mean, I can probably start making some calls about that again. I just like, I gotta go back into survival mode. Tonight's gonna be really cold as is. And the last 3 nights that I've slept outside, so 2 weeks ago tonight, the Wednesday following, and then this previous Wednesday, I spent a huge chunk of the night throwing up. I don't have my medicine anymore to help me. So when that fight or flight kicks in, which it always does when I'm outdoors, I don't really have anything to help me with that. And it's left me both, after those days, it's left me incredibly weak. So if I get taken to the hospital in Orange County and they admit me, I lose my spot on the Section 8 wait list. And guys, I have an eviction on my record. I really thought everything with work was going to pan out, and it didn't. I need something for the housing, as like an insurance plan or something, yeah. I need something, so I can't. I'm likely gonna end up in the hospital again here soon, and I just don't. If I have to go to the hospital, I have to go to the hospital. I don't want it to be the loss of my housing benefits. So I have to face that reality. I've not been feeling very good physically all week. So, maybe some help will come here and there. If so, I'll probably need like help, like, I don't know, getting Ubers and stuff to and fro, because I'm even nervous to stay outside of the city, because like I really have just not been feeling well the last few weeks. Correct, Gregorio. I lived in Long Beach after my divorce. It was supposed to just be a temporary stop. I had a friend here I was hoping to get to know, and I did get to know him. He's a nice guy. Just moved away recently. Just life hit. The job market. Yeah. Got laid off, took that insurance job that ended up being the narcissist clubhouse. And so it's kind of, I can explain it, and I'm contemplating if there's ever an opportunity to stay somewhere with really good internet sometime, maybe doing a massive upload of all of my TikTok videos, because I do have all of my TikTok videos. Basically, the state of California gets money from the federal government to go towards these social programs. The state of California then administers them to the various county health departments. The county health departments then either administer the funds directly to various programs, or in some cases, administer the funds to various city programs, who then administer them over to vendors. So there's like certain, obviously, levels to it. I lived in a city, Long Beach, that has homeless resources. Our multi-service center is flooded, so I don't know what we're supposed to say about that now, but it's normally not flooded. We have a homeless resource center. We have a mobile homeless resource outreach team, and the city has a very small shelter. The city controls like 59 beds out of the 300 or something that are available in the city, wherever the fuck it is. Because I'm a Long Beach resident, and because the city where I lived in has resources for me, they do not want me going to other places within the county or anything like that to dip into those resources. They label that as double dipping. It's fraud. And you get in trouble. You get booted off of your program waitlists, and you got to restart the process all over again. You do get to kind of choose, I guess. It still has to be roughly in the same geographical area, but yeah, you gotta restart the process over again. So when I was in San Diego County, we were keeping that all hush hush, and my only rule was just like, don't get yourself in a situation where you're gonna get picked up by PD. I eventually got a ride from a friend back to LA County, and that absolved that problem. But I'm a Long Beach resident. My city has resources for me. There's thousands of people that are homeless in this city, and unfortunately, it's just a really big city. I've gone to LA numerous times. I didn't document the first time because I was still really new to the situation. I was going up there. I don't even think I was posting a TikTok quite yet. But this summer, when I was going up to downtown LA, I was documenting some of that. I literally went into the Wayne Garden Center, Dream House, all these different spots that I had been to before, and was just trying to ask and see if I was willing to like relocate a little bit closer to some resources, if I could maybe get some help, or maybe get onto some different lists or some different program wait lists. Literally just pulled up all my information. It's not a government office either, it's like an NGO. Pulled up my social, everything, and they're just completely embedded in the system. Like, you gotta go to Long Beach. You gotta go to Long Beach Multi-Service Center. And I was like, oh my god, you guys all know. So yeah, I went knocking on all these doors that I had knocked on back from the beginning, and yeah, it was like in July or August, and that's when it hit me that I go, there's no help. There's nothing. It's all interconnected. If you're getting money from the government, they're going to have you on some kind of welfare system, program, software, whatever the fuck it is that allows them to communicate and track all this information. So the bottom line is just, I mean, LA County, I'm kind of okay, especially if I was in Pedro, because they knew that I was over there to a certain degree. I needed to not get picked up by PD or cause an issue or anything like that, but like, I mean, you can get arrested in Long Beach and still keep your spot on Section 8, guys. That's kind of how it is here, unless you commit an egregious crime. They're not necessarily going to kick you off the Section 8 wait list. Sounds good, Julia. But, yeah. everything's changed with no TikTok, so I'm just having to make some different changes now. I cannot have anything happen in Orange County, and I am, like I've said, like physically, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to make it. It's been incredibly hard the last 3 months. I'd say even a month ago I was in better health than I am now. I'm happy it's at least had an impact, I think, on a few people here and there. I think for myself, I just until July, August, I really thought that I just keep on doing these things, get a new social security card. I did that. I jumped through all these hoops, peed in all the cups, showed up to all the appointments. Like, I did all the things that I was supposed to do. And I think it just hit me like a ton of bricks that there's nothing. Unless I want to go do some hard drugs, there's nothing. Or adopt a kid. I can't get pregnant, so that's the only other solution I can find. I think the live streaming and the content creation has definitely been really, really eye-opening, and I enjoy aspects of it, but I do respectfully understand that I was doing it before I was unhealthy. I can't feel anything to know how much I do or don't love it now, but I know that I enjoy it when I'm healthy. So how can I get healthy so I can really start to enjoy this more? But the reality is all of that is on the other side of not being like this. And unfortunately, we've just hit the road where, a year and a half ago when I started posting on social media and sharing my journey, I was about 192 pounds. I was still working full time. I hadn't been away from the gym for that long, maybe a month and a half. When I first started posting, I had been away from the gym. If you look at where I'm at now, I'm definitely below 160. And I'm doing these massive treks. I did 15 miles today. Easy. So I don't want to be doing it. And I had held out a lot of hope that there were other solutions, and there aren't. But the reality is I just haven't been feeling that great. So I'm gonna don't want to put myself in a situation where I gotta restart the wait list somewhere else. It's a really long wait list. And it could be exactly what I need to finish putting the van project together so we can get something built in the parking lot where they house me for a period of time, and just try to take full advantage of whatever I can get to get me started if I can make it that far. But right now I'm really concerned about making it that far. I wish I was being over dramatic about this, but I'm really not, man. It's been so tough. Wednesday was a really challenging night. The fact that I couldn't even do a stream on Wednesday night because that security guy kept on harassing me. I was so sick on Wednesday. It wasn't as bad as Sunday 2 weeks ago, but I was really, really sick. I'm so good, man. Like, there's no issues with any of my stuff. My paperwork all looks good. As far as like, I'm just a guy that was healthy that's no longer healthy. So, if an ambulance has to come pick me up again, I need it to be Roxy can go back to animal control, whatever the situation is, but yeah. So, maybe there will be some opportunities here and there to get inside. But yeah, I'm just not that healthy person I was a while back. So, it's gotten pretty bad. I have to start respecting it, and also just understanding that some people don't make it out of this. I mean, 60 people died in Long Beach homeless shelters in 2024. That's more than one a week. So it doesn't really matter which one, whether you're inside or outside. It's just one of those situations that some people just don't make it out of, man. And I think I'm finally at this point talking to the doc and stuff, like, time to start going through that grieving process ahead of time, so maybe it's easier. Like, I'm really fighting for my life every morning. There's about 2.5 hours every morning where it is just so fucking cold. Trying to keep my head up. Obviously, I'm trying to give any positive energy I can to any content I can produce of any kind. Like I said, hopefully some people understand. Understand the actual realities of the situation that we've created for ourselves. Guys, hope everyone has a good Sunday evening. Take care, guys. It's okay. I was naive too, so maybe that's a part of why I'm learning. Yeah, guys, have a good night. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Hopefully I can do another one of these tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do my best, Aradorial. Take care.